Hi family and friends, I am back with a good video for you to watch on how to set up your account. So we're going to open all this up. You're going to go to function. First one I want you to put in is going to be Pokey. Will be this one, Pokey, buy and sell, take profit and stop loss. And then you're going to put in SMA. You're going to go down to find SMAs 10, 50, 100, 200 by Vita. We're going to open that one up. So that one is this one. We're going to open up the settings, go to inputs. We're going to change these. I believe this was a 10, so you're going to change it to a 5. The 50, the 200, and the 300. Style, go in, change it to white. Move this toggle all the way to the right side so that it stays nice, white, and clear. Do that to all of these. So you're going to go white, green, yellow, and purple. Okay, next one you're going to add is Keltner Channels. And then trend lines with breaks. Right here, the second one, trend lines with breaks by Lux Algo. And not last, but the next one, Chandler Exit by Everett. And with the Chandler Exit, I modified it to 25 and 4. And close that. Then for the indicators on the bottom here, you're going to put in Harsi. And you're going to add 2 of them. You're going to add Harsi HeikinAshi RSI by Java BGAR. And also you're going to add Harsi the Whale by Marvixino. Okay. And one more. Laguerre's RSI by KIVANCOZBILGIC. Okay, so we're going to open these one by one. Set up. Those colors are fine. The plot here, you're going to change to white. Turn off all of these ones. You're going to turn off this one, this one, this one, this one. Then you're going to go to the 50 mark and then change it to yellow. Okay, that shows you this yellow center line here. We're going to go to this Harsi and we're going to uncheck this Harsi one right here. So uncheck that one because that one lags a little bit behind. You can leave the median at 0 so you can line it up with your center from earlier. So let's see, I want to move it to the center line so you can match it up there. And then Larcy, change this one to orange. And again, move this to make it clear. Change this one to blue. And input, you'll change this to 0.25. And also click on the change color. All right, we're all set up. And this is what it looks like. So let me go through and explain here what's going on. So we opened up today outside the Keltner channels, right? So what happens when you're outside the Keltner channels? The price action will always return to the center, the mid Keltner band, which will also be known as the 20 SMA. This is the top of the Keltner. This is the mid Keltner. And this is the bottom Keltner. So this white line here will be the 5 SMA. Right? We'll use the mid Keltner channel as our 20 EMA. Excuse me, 20 SMA. And then this green one is the 50 SMA. All right, so how do you read the Harsi HeikinAshi candlesticks? Green candlesticks are bullish. The ones with no wick on the bottom are for sure bullish, and you should be in a call here. So again, there's no wick on the bottom of this candle. You're still in the call. Still in the call here on this candle until you get to this one right here. So this candle is inside of this one, meaning that's the first sign that you'll know there's a change in trend coming. Okay, so then you see here the stotch, the red, the green cross under the red. So that's another indicator that the trend is changing. And then a confirmation would be this red candle here. Okay, so we should have been out of our calls already right here. We're still outside the Bollinger Band up here as well. So we should have been out of the call already. And as soon as this candle hit under the 5 SMA, you should be looking to get into puts here already. We're still outside the the Keltner channels, and always the price will return to at least the mid Bollinger, if not the bottom of the mid Keltner or the bottom of the Keltner. And that's exactly what happened. So put here, red candle, red candle, red candle, red candle. Also the stotch cross out of overbought territory as well. So these are all bearish candles. And then look what happens when it crosses under the plot. So this white line is the plot line. You need to watch for this line because it's very important. Once the candle closes under the plot, we are in bearish mode. See how it comes up here and it started to turn green, but it didn't get over the plot line. So we're still in a bearish momentum here. You could have doubled down here as the price action is still under the plot line. So here, bearish, 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 until we get here. And then you would have been out on this green candle. It continued to push up a little bit, but since we are now under this center zero, we are bearish. Okay, so that's why again it turned green, but again it rejected the plot line, which is also near here where the mid Keltner is. So rejection again. You could have got another put here on the 20 rejection and then rode this down. As long as the price action stays under the white, we're still bearish. And then see right here, once the price action got back over the 5 SMA, it changed into a bullish momentum. So now that it crossed back over the 5 SMA, we are in calls. Stotch also pinched and started moving up. So calls here, and then right when it closed over the plot here, you could have added more calls. Okay. Well, it did reject here for a little bit, but it bounced. And then it moved back up, back over the 5 SMA. So calls are still in motion. Calls, as long as we're above the 5 SMA, we're still in calls. Up to here, this is called an evening star. And you probably should have gotten out here where the doji hit. And it hit the top of the Keltner channel. So on a movement up, normally when there is a doji, this is called like an indecision candle. It doesn't know which way it wants to go. It wants to go up or it wants to go down. In this case, the next candle showed us that the momentum wanted to go down. This 3 candles right here is considered an evening star, which signals the reverse of the trend. And exactly what happened, it moved and went back under the 5 SMA. So we are bearish again. And you just follow the candles here, the colors. So we're bearish, 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 bearish. And then what's this? An inside candle. So you should have got out here already. And then an indecision candle is your second chance you should have gotten out. And then here it would have been a bit of a move to make to get up to calls again. But then look, it rejects the 50 SMA. And because we're still under the center zero, we're still bearish. So it rejected the 50 SMA, and you could have got another quick put here, and then you would have got out. Let's see what happens down further. So from right here, from this area to this area, it pretty much just sausaged. And you see that the price, the center zero here, I mean, it did move a little bit over the plot, then went back under the plot, over the plot, back under the plot. So you can kind of see sausages with this indicator. But look what happens once we fully close under the plot, and this candle is fully under the plot, the bearish momentum starts again. So we would have got a put here, and this is an evening star again. Oops, didn't mean to move that. Okay, and then see, so puts here, price action is under the 5, ride the 5 down until the candles change colors. Get out, and then now since we're in the oversold area, you could have played a call here. Once the price action went over the 5 SMA, all the candles are green. This one is fully above the plot line. And so you would have took this call all the way up to here where the candles change colors again, and you would have got out, stopped, crossed down, evening star. And then this area kind of just sausage again. Sausage, mini bearish movement right here. And then we got, could have played this one for calls, right? Indecision candle, changed to green. You could have entered here. This, and then once it broke and closed over the plot, you could have doubled down here. And now look at, we're fully over the plot line. Total bullish candles. You probably could have got out here. But if you didn't and you stayed in because we're still above the plot line, it moved up even more to here. And then when you saw that these starting to cross down in the red indecision candles, you could have got out. And then played it to the downside. So this plot line is very important line. Honestly, if you just follow my candles, you'll make money. So with the $100,000 account I stimulated today, I made $65,000. This is all just practice until I get my LLC open, which I will show you how to do that and what I did to do that. Look at this big move right here. So price action stayed on, see how the Keltner channels are here? See how the price action kind of just stayed on the bottom half of the channel? That signals that you should also be in puts on the bottom half of the Keltner channel. Okay, and then once we hit the bottom here. Price action moved back over the plot. We should be in calls. And especially the 5 crossing over the 50 SMA. So the 5 here crossed over the mid Keltner. That is the mid range, the 20 SMA. That's bullish, right? Once we hit the 50 SMA, that's even more bullish. So you could have doubled on here. You could have tripled down here. You could have rode this baby up. See how it just rides the 5 SMA? You could have rode the all the way up until this point, until you got up into here. And that's where we kind of, well, this is like a double top on this indicator, but it got out here when once it turned red. That would have been an awesome move, but I was already sleeping and I had already made my money and I went to bed. See, so you can also see that when the price action changed over to the top side of the Keltner channel, so did the bullish momentum. It was calls. All right. So let me just talk real quick about the benefits of opening an LLC. So in order to be considered a trader, you have to have at least like 75% of the days that you will be trading. So you need to make at least 4 or 5 trades a day. And you need to be consistent in order to be considered a trader and a trader for your business. So the LLC will be your business. You can buy equipment. You could buy a new computer. You can get internet service. You can buy subscriptions to TradingView, what I use. TradingView Pro, I believe I got. So once my LLCs are open, I'm going to be looking to get new equipment for my business. These are all write-offs. Anything you use towards your business, you could write off. Later, once you are profitable, you can change your LLC to an S Corp, and then you can pay yourself a salary. So that salary that you end up paying yourself, it comes off of your capital gains for that year. But a lot of perks about doing trading as a business. So I want to kind of just take you along on that journey with me and then see where this goes. This indicator actually works out really well for me. I made $65,000 today. It was all stimulated paper money, but hey, it got the job done. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the day chart. All right, I got a lot of lines here. These are like my support lines. Okay, we are still above 410. And reason why it's been bouncing off 410 so much is because the center 0 is where the 410 is. See, every time that has come to 410, it bounced off of these levels right here. See these candles that came down and touched the center and then went back up. So here right now our point down would be 418.90, and then we need to continue to push past 222.60 to go up. We are still in a bullish momentum. We are still in the upper half of the Keltner channel. So we are still in a bullish momentum. See here, this candle is closing above the plot line, suggesting we are still bullish as well. My support levels are going to be here. I got one at 418.30. and then 4:15:30, 4:14, 4:12:50, and then this 4:10 line. So my next target actually will be here at 4:31:70. All right, see you tomorrow.